Good morning, KETHO I'm meteorologist Brian Karstens. It has been a busy morning. We've got a number of road issues in Sioux Falls. One example of that is 41st Street near the mall area. That water is coating a lot of surfaces out there. One other story, too. Of course, we can talk about flooding. We can also talk about a blizzard. There's one right there. And here on South Dakota this morning. So a number of headlines to account for all of that today. Let's run down the list here and kind of get some housekeeping done here this morning. We still have a continuation of blizzard warnings for the west, including Rapid City, Pierre, Mission, Faith, Mobridge. Road reports. I was just looking at some of these. Let me pop them up on the screen here. That's from Safe Travel. I mean, basically, you've got a whole collection of counties where travel simply cannot be done. It is road blockages we're dealing with now, from Pierre to Mobridge. Everything's closed up near Winter and West, and Rapid is a no travel advisory. Interstate 90 is still closed west of Chamberlain. Okay, so that story's out there. Let me get this out of the way now. We'll talk about Sioux Falls winter weather advisory. That is for blowing snow this afternoon. Now that's going to come in on the back side of this low pressure center. What a storm this has been. We've had over 2.5 inches of rain in the Sioux Falls area. 3 inches worth in the Yankton area, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa. Tremendous amounts of moisture. Now, the forecast going forward here. See, now the low pressure center is going to be meandering here, and as it does, we rake in all of that moisture on the back side of this storm. And that means more wind, doesn't it? Yeah, these are wind gusts as of 7 o'clock. 58 in Pierre, 53 in Winter. So you bet it's blowing everything around out there. And I think that Sioux Falls, gets tossed into the wind factor. Let's take a look at the timeline on FutureScan. These are wind gusts, that is, that are projected over that screen there. And you'll see by 9 and 10 o'clock, more wind into Watertown, more wind into Yankton, and eventually Sioux Falls catches up too by the early afternoon. So the amount of snow here may not be quite as intense in Sioux Falls, but it's still going to be around, and it will reduce your visibility, and it makes it hard to see. And then when you have flooded roads on top of that, just makes for a miserable mess, and certainly a day that if you don't have to be out, I know some of you would prefer not to be. Obviously, some need to be, but be careful. Extra caution is the way to go on that forecast. Of course, we've got a lot of developments here at KETHOLAND.com. Make sure you're staying tuned to the weather throughout the day today.